everybody, it's Anna. Welcome to a new tarot story this week. We start with the Monday card, and for that we have the Empress reversed. So I think of the Empress as being the birthing card of the major arcana. It's the point in our journey where something that we've dreamed of, we've been germinating and rooting in, is finally coming to the surface and is now moving into the physical world where it can be seen and experienced. If we look at it upright, we see there is the Empress surrounded by her own works of creation. She's got trees and rivers and there's wheat, and she's got a crown of stars, just showing that she is the mother and the queen of all she surveys. But even as she's creating these things and deeply enjoying them, she is reclining on a couch. And that shows to me the posture of creative expression. It's deeply engaged, but also totally relaxed. So she is able to not only create, but enjoy her creation because it is coming from a place of pure ease and relaxation. So when this card comes to us upright, it suggests to me that we're in the middle of the creative process, the springing forth of the creative process where things are beginning to come into the world. You know, paint is now getting on the canvas, or the words are now going onto the page, or the dance is now actually showing up, or whatever it is we're creating, it's beginning to happen. When it's reversed, it suggests to me that maybe the creative process is not as smooth as it might be. There might be some struggle. There might be some anxiety. Something's getting in the way. And likely it is that the mind is having a nervous response to the creative process. That actually makes sense because when things emerge, when they actually come into the physical plane, there is a feeling of insecurity. It is the unknown. You don't really know what you're bringing to the surface, right? Anyone who's created anything can tell you they might have an idea of what they're going to create, but until it's actually in the world, they don't know for sure what it is. So there is this sort of step of faith that comes in the creative process. And the mind can get nervous about that and try to shut it down by making us think too hard about it, by making us ask or answer questions that we're not ready to ask or answer. And that might be something like, if you're creating something, the mind's saying, but how am I going to market this? Who's going to want this? What if it's not good enough? All of those things are the mind trying to stop this process of us moving into the unknown. So consider today where you might be experiencing this struggle. A lot of us think that struggle is part of the creative process. And it actually is, because all of us have minds, and the minds often show up that way. But creation itself, creative flow itself, doesn't have that experience. When that experience is happening, it's not because creation is hard or creativity is hard, creative expression is hard. It's because the mind is throwing in some misalignments. So you want to make sure you understand that's what's happening, because when you realize the mind's doing it, you can address that problem. You don't just sort of say, well, this is the cost it takes to create, I'm just going to have to suck it up. You begin to become discerning about what things can be shifted or fixed. So consider where your mind might be getting in the way of your creative expression and just examine it gently. You want to understand what the mind is saying, whether it has merit, and then actually figure out how to soothe the mind to get it to release this argument and step forward with you in faith. See you tomorrow for our next card. Bye.